Good morning, friends. Stephen Ben-Nun here with Israeli News Live, and 4:30 in the morning. Everybody is asleep here, but I got a message from a good friend in FEMA that actually sent me. I'm using Twitter right now. Yes, so the Jewish Hasidim have left New York City and are heading to the Catskill Mountains because they think New York will be nuked. Hal Turner is the one that posted this here on his radio program, and I got the message at about 3:30 this morning. Said word on the street in New York City that the busloads of Hasidim are going to their summer bungalows and cottages in the Catskill region of New York State. That's about 90 minutes north of New York City. What makes this a red flag is that these bungalow colonies are shuttered for the winter. They're normally only available during the spring of the year, but the young are all moving out to these facilities there. The second part says word on the street is that two main families have decided to move the young, still in studies or not married, out of New York City due to the possibilities of extreme escalation with the things going down in Europe, Russia, and Ukraine. New York City is a prime target for a nuclear strike, as they pointed out on here. So we're trying to follow this. We do realize, and I do know, I was told a little while back that the use of dirty bombs have once again surfaced. So there's a very real possibility that a dirty bomb could be used in order to facilitate a false flag event. And with that being said, let me just remind you guys as well, last time we had the Orthodox community moving away from New York City was 9/11. 4,000 Israelis stay home from the work at the World Trade Center on 9/11. This was published back September 21st, 2001. And, well, you already know the rest of the story when it comes to that, right? So there is a very real possibility of war. And we know that China has already given the green light to Russia. If they were to attack the United States, there will be an invasion of the United States by the Chinese, and they would come from the north, which brings me to yet another issue. If you go just to the home page here, right here, the situation in Canada is already spiraling out of control with the Ottawa police there and the crackdowns that are taking place there in Canada. Well, I've told you from the beginning, it looks like that this whole thing in Canada has been staged. It just really came together very oddly, very rapidly, very organized. What better way to lock down Canada and bring it under martial law so that you can move in a massive Chinese military presence in Canada for an invasion of the United States than to have a false flag event? Or what seems to be a good thing to stop the mandates, and then for the Canadians to allow more Chinese weaponry to come into their country. We need to be thinking about watching our own backs, our northern border, and the different false flags that they're going to do to bring Russia down upon us, China down upon us. Anyway, I'm Stephen Ben-Nun. I apologize. I know it's very early in the morning, but I felt like this shouldn't wait. This should be something that you guys need to be aware of as soon as possible. I want to thank Hal Turner for posting this, bringing this to our awareness as well. Good evening, or good morning, I should say.